Webtalk ad pool rewards. So today in this video we're going to go through the ad pool rewards and the points. Now the reason I'm doing this is because there's a lot of people coming to me and they've got this theory that they've come to somehow that they can look at the ad points as a percentage of the ad pie, and they believe as the ad pie, total pie as a whole increases, they're going to get more money in the future. Now this is not the case. There's literally only two ways to get more money in the future. I'm going to take you through them and explain them to you today in this. The reason I'm doing this is because I don't want the overhype, okay? Because whatever this overhype, people are going to be getting let down each month. So every time that pie slice decreases, people are going to be getting let down and then they're going to be dropping off. So it's better to get less actually active at the start but more stay active than to get more active at the start and so many drop off. So today I'm going to pretty much tell you straight what you believe in is over the amount what you are going to get. If you are believing that if you can earn 1,000 points and it's just going to increase with the total pool, that is, you've been misguided somewhere. I don't know where. Maybe you just didn't read it properly when you went through the income calculator. So today we're going to take you through the income calculator. I'm going to talk a little bit about the ad pool, and I'm going to also give you a few examples of why it actually fluctuates. So if you want to see that, stick around, watch this. So what we are talking about is the ad rewards, okay? So we're talking about the thing as a whole. So that's going to include the pie slice and the total ad pie. Now you can see here the total ad pie is at $8,000 for this month. Now this is a minimum. So they're going to give half of what they earn in ad revenue. So it doesn't matter if they earn less than $16,000, they're going to pay out 8 as a guaranteed number. So this is just the minimum amount that they're going to pay out to the members this month. Now this is going to increase for the rest of Webtalk's life while ever Webtalk is growing. If Webtalk stops growing, it will stop increasing. By whatever it's growing, this is going to increase. Now the thing that is not going to increase, and that is this here. Now it says in black and white how much this is actually predicted to be, and that is $0.01. So right now we are low. I'm going to explain that to you. I'm going to explain why I believe that we're actually going to get a bigger bounce in the total ad pie next month because of this. But that is still just a prediction, and I can't see it behind the scenes, that sort of stuff. But I do believe we're going to get a bigger total pie jump next month. But stick around and watch because I'm not 100% sure of that, but I just want to explain why I come to that conclusion. Now the misconception that is getting around is that this is going to increase as this increases. Now that is not the case. It was above 0.01 before, but the reason why it was above 0.01 is because Webtalk was actually putting their own money to cover the difference, okay? So the minimum was higher than what Webtalk was earning. Now we're at a stage that the minimum shouldn't be higher than what Webtalk is earning. Therefore, it's going to be more around the price where it's going to sit. So right now we are looking at a decent pie slice, a little bit low, but still a decent pie slice. Don't expect it to get much higher. Now, we did have days when it was like up to 0.02 and that sort of stuff. Now, they were good days. If you took advantage of them back then good for you. But you're not going to see them days again, I do not believe anyway. Now, what we're going to talk mostly about today is a lot of people, they believe if they get 2,000 total pie every single month for the rest of their life, it's going to increase their money amount. So they believe if this doubles here, so this $8,000, they believe they can look at this as a percentage, and if this doubles, so will this. That is not the case, okay? And that never has been the case, and it's clear in the income calculator. So now I'm just going to take you through the income calculator, just show you. Okay, so this is a long-term income calculator. So this is a prediction of what the mature platform is going to be paying. Now, if I earn 100,000 points, I'm predicted to earn about $1 per month from that 1,000 points. Now, it doesn't matter how many times we refresh the page, this will not go up. So it doesn't matter how many times that total ad pie goes up, this is not going to go up unless this goes up. So if I add an extra 0, that goes up then. But if I don't add an extra 0, it doesn't matter how long you're on this platform, this calculator is never going to change. So it doesn't matter how much the total ad pool is, this will not go up with the same amount of points. So the only way to get more points is to add a couple of zeros or something like that. Now you can do that by building an audience, or you can do it by inviting people to Webtalk. So if you invite, let's say 10 people to Webtalk and they all earn 100,000 points as well, then you're looking at a bigger number, okay? Then you're looking at decent money. But the only way to make your money decent is either get more points yourself or get more referrals yourself, okay? So the only way you're going to increase your income is get more referrals that become active or get more points yourself. You do that by either building a following and more engagement on your post, that sort of stuff. So now I want to show you how clear this is. It says here, point value is based on an estimated 0.0001 cent per point reward. So that comes to about $0.01 every pie slice. So every 1,000 points is about 1 cent. So right now, 1,000 points is not worth 1 cent. 1,000 points is worth 0.8 of a cent. But if the pie slice goes up, 1,000 points will be worth about 1 cent. And it's going to be worth about 1 cent for the whole life of Webtalk. Now, when it's not, there's a few different reasons. Now, I quickly did a scribble thing. Don't worry about the spelling or anything. I just whacked this up really quickly just so I could sort of give you an understanding. So we have the amount here, 0.01 cent. Now, this is the average. Now, anything above this is a high ad slice and you should be taking advantage of it. Anything below is a low ad slice. Now, when it comes to this, anyone that is trying to make lots of points today is just not going to, okay? This is more of a long-term thing. If you're not thinking long-term, you're not going to increase this no matter what you do. So some of the reasons I'll take you through now. So a few reasons why it could be higher, okay? And then I'm going to take you through a few reasons why it could be lower. So the reasons why it could be lower now. So I've got 3 reasons in each, but there's many more reasons, okay? I've just got 3 just as an example, just so he's got a bit of an understanding. Now, Webtalk is adding more of their own money than the ads are generating. Now, this was at the start. Now, you remember it was 0.02 cents, 0.02 and a half, that sort of stuff. The number was very high, but the only reason why it was so high is because Webtalk was actually putting more money into the ad pool out of their own pocket. Now that has stopped because they don't need to do that anymore. The second reason I've got here is less points are being rewarded than time spent. If there is more time spent on the platform and less points are being rewarded, the pie size is going to be higher. So if I see 10 posts tomorrow, okay, and generated a bit of ad revenue, but I didn't like any of them 10 posts, obviously the pie slice is going to go up. Now, the more people doing that, the more it's going to go up. The more people that are liking everything on their feed just to give out points to help each other, that sort of stuff, whatever they're doing it for, it doesn't matter, I don't care. But that kind of stuff lowers it. Now, the third one here, I've got more top tier countries are using the platform. So because Google will charge more for you to advertise to somewhere like America than they will somewhere like India. And the reason is the currency difference, that sort of stuff. Okay, so for me to run an ad through Google to America, it's going to cost me more. So therefore, Webtalk is going to get paid more from those American people using the platforms than what they will someone like India or someone like Lebanon or any lower tier countries. So the more top tier people that are actually using a platform, the higher the pie size could be, and vice versa. So below 0.01 cents, reasons will be stuff like more points are being rewarded than usual, like unnatural engagement. So that was like this one, but just the complete opposite. So this will be like a big thing when the app gets launched, because people are going to be starting lots of groups like, oh yeah, let's do a like for like group, that sort of stuff. They're going to be helping each other get a lot of points at the start, that sort of stuff. This is going to happen. It's happened on every single other platform, so I don't see why it's not going to happen on Webtalk. And this kind of activity is actually going to lower the pie slice because it's just not natural. There's going to be people that are copying and pasting the same comment on a million different posts. That is not natural. This sort of activity lowers the pie slice. The amount of time they're spending on the platform is less, but the amount of points they're given on the platform is more, if you know what I mean. So the next one I've got here is more lower tier countries. So it's actually like this one here, but just the opposite. So when India, a lot of people from India join. I'm using India because that's just in my head. I know more people in India. But there's many countries that are actually lower in currency than like Australia, like America, like Russia, that sort of stuff. The higher currency areas are going to increase the ad slice. The lower currency areas are going to decrease the ad slice. And the third one I've got here is the total pool is lower than the total they earn. And that will be corrected at the end of the month. Now, I believe this could be the case this month, and I'm going to show you why I believe this is the case this month in a second. But what this means is the predicted amount they're going to pay out is actually lower than the amount they earn. So right now they predicted $8,000 for this month to be paid out. Now, I believe they might earn a bit more than $16,000. Now, I don't know if that is the case. Like, as I said, there's all these different reasons it could be. But in this case, I think it might be. I'm going to show you why. So do expect maybe a couple more extra cents or a couple more extra dollars at the end of the month. Well, don't expect it, but it could be the case. Now, the reason why is because they've just done this. Now, this here lets us pro members have ads and that off, and I believe they've done that like mid last month. So this month has been a full with this. Now with this off for us pro members, it's going to decrease the pie slice, but with it on, it's going to increase the pie slice. So this button alone is probably going to up the total pie in the long run by millions of dollars if there ends up millions of users on the platform that are pro that have got these ads still turned on. This button alone is going to increase the pie size. Now, when they did the predictions, they didn't have this button. And the second reason why I believe it could be a bit extra next month, and that is because they also about mid last month added a new thing where only 5 of your posts are actually monetized. So this is going to stop a lot of unnatural engagement. It's going to stop a lot of this kind of stuff. So it'll stop more points from being awarded than usual from unnatural engagement, because people were posting 20, 30 posts before, and now they can only post 5 and get monetized for it, which is a really good thing because it's going to increase our pie size. It's going to actually get decent content on the platform, all that sort of stuff. So with those two features added, so this button and that 5 post maximum, on the same month that the pie slice actually goes under its predicted amount, so the same month it actually goes under, I believe that Webtalk is going to earn more than $16,000 this month. Therefore, we could end up with a little bonus at the end of the month. Not much, it won't be much, so don't expect something big. And also a bigger jump in the next month's total ad pool. So anyway, I hope you've got a better understanding now. It's pretty important, but it's not so much about referring or building anything. But it is something important that I had to bring to your attention. So I hope this helps anyway. I hope this gives you a little bit of a better understanding, and I'll see you on the next one.